can we talk about the big story that happened? That aliens are real?
From 60 Minutes?
From 60 Minutes, and honestly from every single uncle that's lived in their basement that's worn that tinfoil hat and that's been telling you for years on Thanksgiving Day that there are aliens and you should be wearing it yourself. We all have that uncle, right?
Yeah. So what did you think about the 60 Minutes?
I believe it. I believe they have no idea what these things are. And like the slow release of information started, funny enough, back with Blink-182's lead singer, Tom DeLonge.
Has it though? It
did start because he was the one that released that first alien footage of the thing. Then he was the first one that released it, and then from there the government confirmed that it was real, and that's when 2020 started bringing in alien conspiracies with everything too. And people were probably like, "Oh, remember one of the theories with COVID was like they're keeping you in your house because something's happening, right? Like something's happening outside, and they're making you stay in your house." Yeah, and so people thought it was like alien stuff.
Yeah, well. I don't know, dude.
I think it's real. You scared the dog.
I'm sorry, Frank. I know it hurt.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the thing. Going back to your thing. You said Tom DeLonge started it.
Well, he presented the video that started this.
Have you watched
of the government confirming? I'll realign what I said.
Okay. I'm gonna say, like, have you watched any conspiracy videos where they actually show more stuff and do more, I don't know, evidence-based stuff than that 60 Minutes? Like, for
60 Minutes was very evidence-based.
Oh, it was, but it was very surface level. They didn't dive deep, and it's because they didn't know. Like, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt.
But these are the people that have been on Joe Rogan talking about this already. And look, I don't want to use the Joe Rogan name for this podcast right now, especially because he's like weird right now. However, when he was good, it was with aliens and shit, and he's had people for a very long time. Bob Lazar.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There's documentaries with Bob Lazar that has all this information already.
He's interviewed him.
But they've gone
confirmed.
I know, but they've gone deeper than what 60 Minutes was. 60 Minutes for me was like
introducing the general public to what's happening.
Yeah, and so the fact there was like a public outcry to it. I'm like, oh man. But then here's the thing too, okay? Conspiracy tinfoil time, okay? Mm-hmm. All these documentaries say the government is capable of doing a false flag operation, and the way they do it is they slowly start releasing the information to the public through the media. Which 60 Minutes exactly is.
Well, I have a crazier theory before we get into our recommendations for movies for aliens.
What's up?
I think they're here to help us. I think they exist, but they're here to stop us from blowing ourselves up. I think no nukes work right now. Like at this time, nobody's nukes actually work. And no one can explain it, but nobody's going to admit it, because if you say my nukes can't work and Russia finds out your nukes don't work, vice versa, nobody's going to admit to that. They all keep them siloed in, but aliens are preventing it from happening right now because they're trying to stop that. Also, the influx of visibility of people seeing it is likely because they're about to bring people into a new level of technology.
Right. No, I agree with that. But
our new level of energy that's not going to be destroying the planet.
Right.
Something like that.
Here's the thing, though, too. We're going back to nukes, though. Disarming the nukes just like that kind of takes away the whole free will of being human, right? That's what existing is.
Well, this isn't God. They don't give a shit about our free will.
What I'm saying, though, is to intervene like that, there's no free will then. So that would like ruin everything. But what I'm saying here, too, is if they were here to destroy us, they would have destroyed us in 1944 when we dropped the first nuclear bombs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not here to destroy us. They're here to
all
stop
the testing, us. All the testing we've done, they would have destroyed us long ago.
Yeah.
If they were here to destroy us. And like people think that like, oh, you need a mass arsenal to fight off like, these alien invaders. Dude, they have technology that will wipe us in the snap of a finger. Like, do you really think your AK-47 or your AR-15 or whatever is going to fucking stop these aliens from flying in space?
Yeah. The problem is the people that believe in this stuff, the aliens don't like them the most, probably. But so this, I'll tie this into our movie segment, okay? Okay.
Because lately with sci-fi, and I think you can attest to this, sci-fi has actually been very elevated in its storytelling with the ideas and the concepts it's trying to give out. It's very much higher in that sense than it has been in the last 20 years. I mean, like they're breaking new grounds with it. I mean, if you look like Arrival or Interstellar, it's these abstract ideas that 2001 tried to do, right? And I think 2001 did a really good job at it.
Interstellar isn't an alien movie. Continue.
It's not, but sci-fi. I said sci-fi.
Okay, but
boom. But
stay on target.
Technically, they could be aliens because they thought somebody put
Bullshit.
Dude,
No,
you know what?
bullshit.
Fuck you. No. Well,
No,
hold
we're
on,
not
hold on.
doing
Anyway,
this.
Anyway.
God damn it.
Turn your out of order. Out of order. I show you out of order. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Stand down, Mr. Slade.
I'm not finished.
Stand down, Mr. Chaz. Interstellar is a space travel film. It's got nothing to do with them aliens.
Really? Because
They
who
see a blob.
put the wormhole there?
They did.
Fifth dimensional beings, sir.
No, they did.
Fifth dimensional beings.
They did.
Fifth dimensional
Future
beings.
them. That
Yeah,
was
in the fifth
future
dimension,
them.
which is aliens. We're third dimensional, dude.
Yeah, but it's the same species, so it's you.
Is it though? Because if you
Yeah.
have no body, you're not human.
But you've evolved to that.
And aliens are
A fish
evolved
and a
species.
dolphin-
Aliens are just evolved species, dude.
A tadpole and a shark are the same
Dude, they're
type of species.
Dude, they're aliens.
No,
They
dude.
are, especially
Nah.
traveling to a black hole, dude, and like speaking to your future self, to your past self, which a rival does too. Like, fuck, dude.
Man, you are bull.
I'm not bullshitting.
bull-crapping
I am
me.
right here. And
How
everybody should
dare
tell me
you.
I'm right.
Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
You're so wrong.
Anyway, going back to my main idea here.
Okay. That was movie court. God
That
damn
was
it.
movie court.
You're wrong. I bested you immediately. I didn't even have to stand up and anger.
Dude,
for
what?
that.
Somebody
Okay,
somebody put a fucking wormhole in space for them to go find.
They did. Somebody. That's who.
Okay, but aliens have a body too, sir.
You don't know that.
Aliens.
It's
Okay.
been great.
So anyway, my
Let's
point
talk
is,
about our recommendations
I know
for
sci-fi's
movies.
been elevated, and I think that's cool, especially these UFO stories, because I think they're going to get more elevated from here, and I'm excited to see what comes from
Yeah.
here.
Well, let's start talking about our movie recommendations for alien films. And there's so many that we can go through. Obviously, we're going to be missing a ton. So leave a comment down below on what your favorite alien movie is and what ones can constitute being an alien film. Let's first start. Actually, this is actually a perfect segue because we do have a giveaway today that we're going to be, that's been going on, that we're going to end on Sunday. This is our giveaway. Super 8. Cut to me, my boy.
Sorry.
We have Super 8, the digital copy of Super 8 4K. What you need to do is go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and go to our podcast page on Apple Podcasts, rate and review us 5 stars, and you're entered to win. We're going to pick the winner by this Sunday, and we're going to keep having giveaways like this. It's really fun.
I like Super 8, dude. You sent me that picture, and I'm like, Super 8's a good movie.
I agree. Well, what are some of your recommendations?
Well, to start off, today I watched Arrival to celebrate the fact we're doing this. Or are you gonna tell me those aren't aliens too?
No, it's just not original that you watched that, and I knew that was coming.
I know, dude.
The minute I picked this topic, I was like, oh, he's going to talk about Arrival.
I know. Another one though would actually have to be Signs.
What do you mean? Like that's your favorite?
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Okay.
M. Night Shyamalan. What do you like about it?
That came out when I was.
Don't do so many cutting. I think
I
we're
know.
starting to jip out the thing. Do a wide.
Okay.
Give me that
The thing is that came out when I was like 7, 8, maybe. It was a movie that was all speculated. Remember when movies were all speculated about before you actually had the internet to like read reviews and stuff?
Yeah.
That's what this was. You go to Blockbuster and it was like sold out, right? It was like one of those kind of movies. First time I saw it, dude, I'm like, this is spooky. And it actually it gave me nightmares.
I think it freaked me out, but it also bored me when I watched it growing up.
Why?
Like it freaked me out, but anytime it didn't like have a suspenseful part, I always checked out. But I was just a little ADD kid that didn't know anything from anything. Watching it later, you do get and appreciate the subtlety to them not revealing the alien until it's just like a little glimpse from that birthday video on the news, and the way that they end up inevitably being killed. Some people find stupid. And of course, there's kind of like the God metaphors. It's always an M. Night Shyamalan film, so they do with this. And Mel Gibson hasn't gone crazy yet, so he's still, workable in this. He hasn't turned into Santa murdering people like he did this year. So not bad. Joaquin Phoenix. Was this before or after Gladiator?
This is after 2003,
After Gladiator.
2004. Gladiator was 2000.
Okay. Well, let me toss one back to you. Attack the Block.
Haven't seen it.
Okay, so this is John Boyega, and it's actually news now that he's going to be returning for Attack the Block 2. This is, I think, from some of the producers that worked on Shaun of the Dead, World's End, Hot Fuzz, all of those Edgar Wright type films. In fact, the who's the person that's always next to Simon Pegg in those movies?
Nick Frost.
Nick Frost is in this. And basically, the premise is aliens have landed in this one section of London, just this one block area, and a group of kids are just going to beat the crap out of them. And like, they have to save their block. And John Boyega is the head of the group. They all have this very, very like hard to decipher British slang. You need subtitles for this movie. You need them. Because you hear stuff like, oh man, finna go over there. Truth. Believe.
Sounds like Guy Ritchie's Snatch.
Yeah, it has a lot of stuff like that, but it's really good. And the aliens designs pretty freaky. Like they made them, like the blackest black color to where it looks like just your TV's off.
Yeah.
The aliens look like that, but their mouths are glow in the dark and have like green glow in the dark, like it mouth, basically like the rows that go back. It's super good.
Dude, let me pose you a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
Oh God.
If you were abducted? Like, what would you do if you thought you were abducted? Like, would you live your life differently, or
Were you listening to anything about this movie?
I was.
Why are we talking about that?
Why? Because obviously these aliens in Attack the Block are there to abduct, right? Are they to destroy or to abduct?
They're like animals, basically. They're like big beasts.
Ew, fuck
More
that,
than
dude.
anything. There's one main one that John Boyega kills right at the beginning of the movie. Like that, he shows up, and then all the guys are like, "Kick his fucking ass, mate!" And then he just walks into a shed, beats the shit out of him, and then he's just like strapped it on his back and is walking around like, "What's up? We got this alien." And they're like hitting on girls, and they're like, "Look at this thing," and like shoving it in their faces and stuff.
So it's more of a comedy.
It's like the Goonies, Goonies, but with aliens. Essentially, there's no treasure in the end. It's just getting out alive.
If I'm not mistaken,
Or it's the raid with aliens a little bit too, because it's all taking place in one building.
So is this? I believe it's streaming on Tubi, correct?
Tubi, and you can get it on Vudu or Amazon. You can really rent anything from Amazon. So
Right. Well, I think it's on Tubi for free.
Attack the Block, super good. One that maybe isn't so good that I do love is My Favorite Martian.
Dude, that one's great.
I love My Favorite Martian.
That gum
There's
he chews.
all kinds of different aliens, people. There's aliens. We could probably do some cuts. I think it's because we had this set for 1080p and internet's just not working. I wonder if maybe we have something streaming too, and that's just taking up the bandwidth. But like Christopher Lloyd in this is great, and
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
And who plays the suit?
Oh, I don't remember.
Zoot.
It was wonderful though. I love My Favorite Martian. That was one I grew up really enjoying. Were there any alien films as a kid that you liked that weren't like, A Quiet Place or something like that?
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks. Okay. Is that Tim Burton?
Yep. I saw that for the first time. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I don't know why actually, but we had HBO. And I remember watching it and being like, this is really cool, And the mom's like, that's not age appropriate.
No.
But
Trying to think of what else. Were there any Disney Channel alien films? I think there were.
My Favorite Martian's one.
Is that Disney?
That's Disney, yeah.
What about Disney Channel original? There's something like Can of Monsters, Can of something.
I don't know that one. I know
there's something weird like that.
who's that chick, the Xenon?
Oh, Xenon. Oh yeah.
Is that
There were definitely some stuff in there that was different. Zetus Lapidus, Chaz. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, Zetus Lapidus. That's the Gen Xers are gonna attack us for that. They're like, you stupid millennial with your Xenon, loving your Disney Channel shit. Go watch Harry Potter again.
At least we have better stuff.
I didn't say that. We're trying to get them. Hey, we're cool. TikTok. Be cool with us.
Just wait.
Okay. What are your recommendations? What other ones? Are you saving Arrival? You should save Arrival. That's like your big one.
I already said it though.
Yeah, but you didn't build it up.
No, I know. I'll save it.
I took over for Interstellar because you said that stupid thing with Arrival for.
Here's the thing though. Scary Movie 3 as well.
Ooh,
I know because
pair that. That's a double feature. Signs and Scary
it is
Movie 3.
because it's making fun of movies that terrified me. The Ring I still find terrifying to this day, but the aliens in that movie and the reason they are there, it's so funny. And then the fact the president pees out of his finger You know, like and the aliens are like,
Who plays the president?
Leon. No, what's his name? Nilsson something.
John Malkovich?
No.
Oh, okay.
The guy from
sorry.
the guy from Naked Gun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is it something Nancy?
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
Boom.
Something that.
But like even like when they're hitting the aliens with the shovels, I just love it, dude. I thought it was funny. What's one of your favorite movies from the 80s that has to do with aliens?
With the 80s, did Alien come out in the 80s?
Nope.
Well, when what did come out?
Alien 2 came out in the 90s or in the 80s.
Well, you're making this difficult because I have no idea what came out when, as far as things go. So you give me one. Aliens came out in 80 something.
I know that's the second one.
Okay. Well then, because that's what I was going to talk about.
The Aliens?
Anyway, the Aliens franchise.
Okay, talk about it.
Well, it's the first thing that actually scared the shit out of people. That it wasn't just like, oh, they're creepy extraterrestrial beings like Close Encounters, or did E.T. come out before or after? After, right?
Yep.
But Close Encounters had come out at this point.
In the 70s, yep.
Okay.
I think 77.
So nobody had really gotten a good look at an alien, nor have they gotten a horror's twist to this. And they made it a horror film with Ridley Scott with the first film. Sigourney Weaver, the first lead female action hero that just killed it, honestly. She was the best part of the whole thing. And then when James Cameron comes in and does Aliens, they ratchet up everything. It's more of an action war film. They've got some. Oh, it totally is.
It's not horror, dude. It's just fucking shoot 'em up action.
It's an action war film.
Oh, I thought you said horror film, and I'm like,
I said action war film.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, we're in agreement.
Yeah, where it's just like completely balls to the walls, guns blast them, and again, Sigourney Weaver kills it. Alien 3, it's weird.
Which cut have you seen?
It cuts out a lot of what?
Which cut have you seen of that?
The Fincher cut. But either way, it doesn't really work that well. Mainly because all of the built up character development they toss.
It's
which
cool.
Is like no matter what, if you're calling this Alien 3, you can't do that. What are you, Thor Ragnarok? You can't do that.
Dude, here's the Alien 3 and onward until Prometheus came out, essentially.
Oh God.
I know.
And then there's that.
Whoa.
Stupid movies.
What?
Prometheus and Alien Covenant are garbage.
Dude, fuck you. No. Are you serious?
I don't know if they're garbage, but I dislike them. Capiche?
Why?
Because they're up their own ass. Probably like what Arrival is in some ways, but I do like Arrival. I like Arrival, but oh, you look so sad. You look so sad.
Do you want to be like throat punched? Like I don't know, dude. Is that appropriate?
Sorry. Speaking of another little alien, we could talk about Godzilla.
That's not an alien.
Kaijus.
Godzilla's not an alien, dude.
Kaijus are aliens.
They're monsters.
Hey,
Pacific
fellas,
Rim is not about aliens.
I have a question for you, fellas.
Uh-oh.
Could you guys add War of the Worlds to that list as well?
I was going to get to that, Jay. We're getting there.
And
we're getting there.
Which version?
well, that's the only one I know with Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning.
Well, Tom Cruise is all about aliens, as we know from the intro. If you guys didn't catch that, which by the way, we didn't even talk about the intro yet.
We haven't talked about
We never talked. We just like straight up went straight into all of this. First, let's break down the stuff in it. The tape recording, right, from the hot sauce.
Right.
Who is talking in that? That's Tom Cruise, and that's his interview, his famous interview talking about Scientology. I just broke it apart a couple times.
See, I thought it was you. I didn't know it was him until you told me right before the show.
Oh man, that's awesome. I was wondering, like, when I was setting these over, you were only reacting to certain things. I was like, I've done a little more. You can at least see the Tom Cruise stuff. The world thing was great. That was your idea. The spaceship stuff was awesome.
That was
really
your idea.
Glad that we planned that. It got too dark, so we had to end up using car lights for it. But it ended up lighting both the foreground and the background. It was very strange how that ended up working. Not to mention there was a ton of youths at this overlook. Like we drove to this overlook because I wanted to get the great view of the entire like northern Utah area. And there's just tons of kids making out. And I was in my green morph suit and I wasn't wearing, and this is going to sound weird. When you wear like anything that's like a Spider-Man costume or any cosplay stuff, you need to wear this. It's kind of like a ballet set of underwear that really like holds
you.
your junk
Yeah.
so that it's not just hanging out like Dumbo. But Dumbo was out when we were doing this first, and I didn't realize it. So when I was sprinting out and running, the footage, we had to zoom in a lot more than we wanted to. And there's a reason. Running like that, it did not. That, and I didn't want to pixelate it. I didn't want to pixelate anything.
Dude,
So I was just like, let's just zoom in.
I
Scared the
saw-
crap out
I
of
saw
all
it,
of those
dude.
kids. We should have some stuff for the Patreon people of like behind the scenes when we were doing some of the stuff and hearing the kids freak out, because you do hear on audio they go, what?
Well, it's because like we drove there first and we saw how crowded it was. It was like, well, let's try this other spot. And then we're like, now let's turn back around and go back to that spot. And we did it. We finished too right before other cars started showing up. So like we got in, did our stuff, and like everybody had a good 5 minutes watching us be wild, and then we got out.
Yeah.
That's
It was
how
fun.
that's how it went.
It was a lot of effort for a stupid short, but I'm glad we did it. We hiked a lot too.
We did. That was a good workout.
But anyway, let's talk about more movies. We had the aliens that we've talked about. We've talked about
Hold on,
we've not
go-
talked about Cloverfield. We've not talked about the Men in Black.
Oh,
We've
we'll
not
talk.
talked
We'll
about-
talk. We'll talk about them. Hold on. I want to go back to Prometheus and all that. Why do you hate them?
I don't like them because they don't really tell you a lot while trying to explain a lot. You know what I mean?
Dude, it introduces that xenomorphs were actually man created, and that's fucking horrifying in itself.
Yes, and you can say that in a scene. You don't need to do 2 movies of ridiculousness and Michael Fassbender telling Michael Fassbender to finger himself.
That was a funny line.
Yeah. And let's talk about the atrocious scene where, is it Charlize Theron, I believe, right? She's in Prometheus.
As the commander, yeah.
Is running straight as the thing is about, just run to the side. Just turn to the side and you're safe.
But her death was very satisfying.
No, not for me. It was like watching a big donut crunch an ant. And that ant was stupid because it didn't just turn to the left.
I think you're being very nitpicky.
I'm nitpicky about it because honestly, they just weren't my bag. Like they weren't my favorite. And you gotta give me that. What about The Day the Earth Stood Still?
I have not seen it.
Neither have I.
It has Keanu Reeves in it. Oh, I did see the first one though, from the 50s.
Wouldn't technically Dune be an alien film?
Yes.
Dune is coming out this year. That's going to be fun. Let's talk about Evolution. Have you seen Evolution?
I have not.
We've talked about this already during one of our films of the 2000s.
That's right. We have
episodes. Evolution is wonderful, and if you want to watch a stupid 90s to 2000s comedy, back when it was like some of those jokes were like, "Whoa, that cake! You can't do that now." Still pretty funny. Julian Moore, David Duchovny from the X-Files is in this, so it's another aliens film that he's involved in. Like it's really fun. The way that it turns out the aliens can be defeated is hilarious too. That's the hint.
I don't get it.
That's the hint.
Macarena?
No, what am I doing? What am I touching?
Head, shoulders,
Yeah.
knees, and toes?
Nope, just head, shoulders.
Are you telling me it's shampoo and conditioner?
Yeah. It's so cool. And what's even better is where they have to put it. Do you want to guess where they have to put it? I don't think I have to do the hand motion for it. Up the aliens.
Is it what aliens are known for?
Toot toot. Up his little toot toot.
Hell yeah.
It's such a good movie. It's so stupid and so fun. There's different type of aliens too. A lot of them are kind of like dinosaurs. Like there's a pterodactyl one that flies through the mall. The mall sequence is great. Who's this asshole that's in every single 90s teen film? He was the jerk in American Pie and all of those. He's got that face, you know. He's Country Mac and It's Always Sunny. You know what I'm talking about, right? Sean something. I think it might be Sean something.
Oh, Sean Austin?
Yeah.
The dude that plays
No,
Stifler?
that's
Not Sean Austin. The guy from the Rock movie too, right?
Stifler.
there you go.
Yeah,
Stifler.
Is it The Rundown? Is he in that too?
Well, it's Stifler, so I got it.
Yeah, that guy.
I got it right. So he's in it, and he's great in it. Funny type of alien films can work very well. I love the diversity in our aliens that we get.
Dude, The Fifth Element is one that has a lot of diversity of aliens.
That's true. We could talk about Galaxy Quest, which is
Dude.
one of my favorite comedies.
I watched that recently, probably 5 months ago, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah, dude. Tim Allen knocks out of the park before, he's Tim Allen now. But
Sigourney Weaver. The fact that there's an R-rated cut somewhere and it's not been released baffles me, and I'm
Wait, what?
so excited about that. They have an R-rated cut. Originally, this was filmed to be an R-rated movie, but they had to cut it down and make it PG-13. But it's been confirmed that they're going to be working on an Amazon show for Galaxy Quest, and that the people are returning for it.
Justin Long.
I don't know how they're going to do it without Alan Rickman, though. Alan Rickman being honestly the best part of Galaxy Quest, which is tough because there's so much that works with it. But Alan Rickman completely changing character from him being the serious Hans Gruber type from Die Hard or over to his serious roles to being this washed up actor that still feels he's got this thespian like Shakespearean flair to him, but insists on wearing this ridiculous alien mask and won't do the lines that make him so famous because it just pisses him off now. And then when they return to that and they make that line the thing that he says as that alien is dying, oh my god, it's such a good movie,
dude. So
underrated as
I
well.
watched that on VHS when it first came out, right, at my
Mhm.
grandparents' house. And because I don't know, when you're young you don't get context. I could never understand why his hair is always poking out of his head until I rewatched it. I'm like, oh, it's a cap the whole time. Like it was supposed to be makeup. So I thought, oh, that's funny.
Funny enough, Highlander is considered an alien film as far as Wikipedia goes, but I don't know if I would consider it that. We're missing The Fourth Kind. Have you seen The Fourth Kind?
Underrated.
So this was kind of during the
Mockumentary phase.
mockumentary phase, your paranormal activity phase. And The Fourth Kind with Mila Jovovich, it's pretty freaky, especially all of the recordings in the therapist office were terrifying to watch.
Dude, so a movie that does well with that is I'd say The Dark Sky.
Okay. Well, and there's obviously no bigger blockbuster alien film than Independence Day as well.
Yep.
Having that White House blow up. What do you think of it now? Especially with some of it being filmed in the Salt Flats. I mean, we got some Utah heritage here with Independence Day. Welcome to Earth.
I haven't seen it since I was like 5.
Well,
So I don't remember much of it.
I believe you've just unleashed him. Come on out.
It's on HBO, I know.
Come on out. He's going to get you. I'm waiting for him. Come on.
Dude, what are you talking?
Where is he? There you
This
get him.
Is not right. Sorry, I had my computer was acting up, but Jesus, Chaz.
Come on,
Jesus.
Chaz.
Dude,
I know you didn't just shoot that green shit at me.
Yeah, he doesn't even know that reference.
I don't know.
So here's what we have to say to that.
We live in a society.
Where this dick doesn't watch it. I'm just kidding. Independence Day.
Uh,
That's a good one. Independence Day Resurgence is not a good one. Neither is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
well, okay, hold on. I haven't seen that one yet either. That's an
Jeez.
alien fucking movie?
It turns out to be aliens in the end.
Dude, that's badass. I'm going to watch that. And
We've
Independence Day.
lost so many people now.
Chapter 1 is an alien thing, which is true. Jiu-Jitsu? Oh, God, dude. Did you watch Jiu-Jitsu?
Isn't it technically an alien as well?
Yeah.
Pennywise is an alien.
Yeah.
I don't like that, but whatever.
Did you watch Jiu-Jitsu at all?
No, I gave that to you though.
You did. Here's the thing, dude. Yikes. Killer Clowns from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Did you ever watch that?
Ooh,
That's a good 90s flick.
no, I haven't.
It's pretty good. It's pretty cheesy. What about the Ghost of Mars?
Mm-mm.
John Carpenter, Halloween, right?
Mm.
It says, I think it came out in 2001. That movie terrified me. I didn't see it until I was a little bit older, but like when I was younger, it was one of those movies that your parents would rent from Blockbuster and then you'd like go to bed, right? So you'd be laying in bed and you just hear the TV outside. The sound effect for that movie and like the screaming and like the music, that alone gave me nightmares. It's a shitty movie. Like it's not the best, but like just not.
Well, what about Lilo and Stitch? That's an alien film. And Lilo and Stitch is wonderful.
I haven't thought about that.
Mm-hmm. Can you do a Stitch voice?
I used to.
My name Stitch.
So say, my name's Patrick.
No, I just.
Dude.
Ohana mean family.
Dude, what if I'm like this? What if I'm like this?
What about Lost in Space?
Wait. What if I'm like this? Say my name.
No. Lost in Space.
Dude, Lost in Space slaps. I love that movie.
I really like Lost in
Do
Space.
you like the TV show? Have you seen the TV show?
I didn't watch the TV show because I liked the movie so much that I refused.
Okay.
I was like, it's stupid and I'm into it.
See, now we are at Men in Black.
Now let's go to Men in Black. How wonderful is the first movie?
That's great. Second one's pretty okay too.
It's not too bad. Third one, I feel bad that it's bad. I wish it wasn't.
I found
And
it
then
entertaining.
the next one after that, no.
What's the next one after
Chris
that?
Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson.
Oh, that one.
Men in Black International.
That one is more, dude. I found that more entertaining than the third one.
No.
Is that
Anyway.
blasphemy in the Men in Black universe?
I don't want to start some drama, but are you kidding me, chat? I think that
I
1 and
actually
2 are the
didn't
best ones.
I didn't mind the third one, but I will say International was. I'm with Patrick on this one, Chaz. I can't get behind it.
Exactly.
I can't get behind it, and I like the third one because of the backstory for Will Smith's character comes into play with all of that. So that's why I truly like the third one more than International.
No,
look at that. Pacific Rim is an alien.
Scroll
film.
back up. Scroll back up. Scroll back up.
It is
Oblivion, dude.
Yeah, I did not hear very good things about Oblivion.
Dude, Oblivion is great. I thought John Carter, the John Carter
I didn't
movie.
hear John Carter was very
Dude, John
good
Carter should have had its own franchise.
It should have, but that movie wasn't good.
No, it was great.
One could say. Yeah, the rest of these don't really count, I would say.
Species
Maybe
counts.
Works. Stargate definitely works. Stargate's pretty awesome.
Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah, that's of course one. I think Stargate. Have you watched Stargate?
I have
You
actually.
breezed past that because you have?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I liked that. It scared the crap out of me. And it got me into Egyptian history somehow.
Star Wars.
I was a dumb kid. I was like, they're not aliens. They're
Well, dude, the Egyptians were like heavily into like the whole what do you call it? Astrology. Fun fact.
Of course, they're Super 8. Anything with Superman technically would be an alien movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you could kind of make an argument. However, They live. Yep. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought that was a sentence you were starting.
Thing. Treasure Planet.
Treasure
Dude,
Planet.
Did you like Treasure Planet? I like Treasure Planet.
Venom. Venom. It's an alien movie. Venom. And it's really okay. Venom.
Did you like the trailer for the second one? I don't think we ever talked about
I think
it.
it looks okay.
I'm glad.
I'm happy that Andy Serkis is doing films. And with him getting to do special effects, I feel it's in safe hands.
He's directing it?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's going to do well with that. The World's End was aliens. X-Men Dark Phoenix was technically aliens, it turned out. The X-Files had some movies. Xenon, of course, and Zathura. There are so many others. We just did a wiki for it because there's just so many that you could cover. And I would like to know what your guys' favorite movies are. Leave a comment down below about it.
Real quick, too. 10 Cloverfield Lane is probably a really good unexpected sequel that I don't know. How do you explain it? Like because
a slow burn, self-contained, creepy.
It's very much that you don't see the aliens at all until the end, and then you realize it's connected.
It's like a kidnapping story.
Yeah, but with aliens,
it's a home invasion.
Alien things are going on,
like a reverse home invasion.
Yeah,
where it's like these are people in my house, and now I'm trapped with them.
It's a solid movie too.
I do enjoy that. Well, with that being said, I think that I do know where this fucking alien is that did what they did to you, Chaz. So we're gonna have to go and see what they're doing, and we're gonna take a quick bathroom break, get our mojo going.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
What? I was on a roll, man. Why you always take me out of my role?
Will this protect me?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see, but we will be right back.